all fellow panelists, and good evening to all of you. I would like to make a brief presentation about the launch of mobile governance in Government of Karnataka. So, as from the discussion, it is evident that now it's really undoubtedly it's era of mobile governance now, and as the TRAI data itself suggests that to be on a conservative side also, it's around 85 to 90 crore mobile users are there, and around 25 crores internet users are there. So now like it has become a felt need that why for the service delivery when so many other like organizations they are using the mobile for the service delivery, why not the government they are using the mobile platform for the service delivery? Why one should wait at the queue standing at the common service center or any integrated service center though he or she is having a mobile with itself? So now this need is knocking at the door itself, and now it's a high time that everyone has to take initiative for the mobile governance. As the term itself is self-explanatory, what does mobile governance mean? Any kind of governance in its any manifestation, though a government which it wants to send it to its citizens, it's through mobile. So before that, I would like to tell you about the mobile governance app which has been launched by the government of Karnataka. It's a kind of first project in the country, and it has been launched by Honorable President of India on 8th December, and by IMI it has been certified as the world's largest multi-channel mobile delivery platform. So what the app has been this, it's not only app, it's through mobile app only, it's IVR based also, it's USSD based also. So all kind of mobile customers we have aimed at to render so that they can avail the benefits of the mobile governance. So as its objective itself states that it's anytime, anywhere, anyhow, and it's like irrespective of any socio-economic position, any language, any kind of literacy status, whatever services you want to avail, this mobile one is ready for any kind of solution you want. And apart from this government G2C services, means from government to citizen services, lot of vast services also we are providing. So briefly I will show you this app and what kind of services is available with this mobile one. Like push services are available, like only SMS and IVR, push based informational services if you want to send, if government intends to send it to citizens. Then pull informational services are available. All kind of utility bill payments which earlier you have to go to service center, citizen service center, common service center or to department itself, that is also available on mobile. Lot of data capture services are available, and then third party value added services are also available there. Some of the examples of the services which are available, like in case of push services, these ticketing services are there. Commodity price, if any farmer want to seek from the APMC, it is available there. Weather alerts are available. Similarly, payment services like all utility bill payment services, property tax payment, traffic violation fine payment. So that level of integration we are having with the back-end departments for this mobile one. And the best thing is that payment options, all kind of payment options are available from IMPS, internet banking and all. So the number of government to citizen services, especially total government services including government to citizen, government to business, G2G, around 658 government services we are providing, and around 364 this value added services from the third parties there on the this mobile one platform. These are some category of services like utilities, banking, police, healthcare, transport, telecom. These are the category of services which we are providing. These are our government departments which are there onboarded on the mobile one. And these are our vast service providers. This is the way to reach to Karnataka mobile one. Any of you all across the country, irrespective of the irrespective of the telecom circle, you can just give a missed call to this number, and you will get the all details of this mobile one app where, like how to download it on Android, how to download it on iOS. And then this URL is also there for the mobile one, and then website is also there, and help desk support is also there. So briefly, just what presently is needed from so far in the case of this, from the traditional which e-governance services which are having. Earlier the starting point was that a citizen has to go to department itself. Then this CSC came in picture that okay, now department is not there, citizen service centers are there to facilitate them at the nearest point. Now the next step is that from their mobile option itself they should be in a position to get the service which is intended to be delivered. So few challenges which during the rollout of the project which we have seen is that first thing is that the e-readiness of the departments, the back-end departments, that is must. So there should be a general consent within all the departments that okay, we want to give full support to the mobile delivery platform, and whatever modifications or changes or whatever effort from the side of the particular department, because a lot of department governments many times they work in silos. Like they suppose you say that this is an option available, so they will not show that kind of inclination towards using that option. So a lot of groundwork has to be needed for all departments to bring them on board that please use this platform, it would be beneficial anyhow. Second thing is that now with lot of e-governance initiatives that exclusivity is a big problem. So without because any model should be financially and viable and sustainable from the vendor's point of view as well as from the government's point of view. From government funding, any project can't sustain for a long time. So for that, if other channels are also available. So suppose if there is only one particular mobile, this web-based app is available, so all departments should use for any kind of service delivery. Department, they can focus at their core job of other core job, but for service delivery, they should particularly assign that thing only. Like for all kind of service delivery, it has to be done through web or app. It should be only mobile one should be used. So that kind of general consensus need to be built around the department. And so these are the things which initially are required, and a lot of groundwork is required to get that app running. And now so far we have around 1.5 lakh downloads. We have received 1.5 lakh downloads on Android and iOS, and around 3 crore hits we have got. Thanks. Any question?